Hello, sorry, just give me a second. Hello, all. I'm Ray, the Knitting Knight, and today I'm going to be doing something special. So, someone has gifted me some money to buy some art supplies, so I got some art supplies. They're still in their Amazon bags. I have not opened them, but I am very excited to open them. I have not used a majority of them. So, as I have not used a majority of them, I don't know how to actually use all of them. I've kind of looked into some of it, and we're gonna start with the one that I'm the most comfortable doing because I've done some pencil art that's like it, using, because it'll make more sense later. But then the other ones I haven't, and kind of just in case we end up streaming long, I am going to give you guys a warning that I am sick today. I have something going on with my gallbladder, and therefore my back is in a lot of pain, and my stomach is in a lot of pain, and I ate some potato chips, which made it worse because I didn't want to get up and get other food, and potato chips are high in fats, which makes gallbladder issues worse. So I am just gonna do my best, and we're gonna just go through, I have 5 different pieces that I could do, but I will likely only do 1, maybe 2, and we'll see when we get to done 2, 1 or 2, what time we're doing for it to get to a third picture. So I actually, even the paper that I'm using is in my baggies, so I'm just gotta find it. So I'm gonna be opening up these bags. I don't know what's in which bag. I'm very excited. Alright, we start with, okay, so this is my oil pastels here. So this is the one I'm not as comfortable using. Oil pastels seem very hard, but also it was when I was looking into some of the art stuff that I liked, bought via, I should have made sure I had something to open these packages with. It's good, I have scissors on my desk. They're meant for my plants, but they will work. I think I will open this package in my little spot in my other camera here, but just give me a second to get this plastic wrap off. But yeah, so this one comes with 49 colors, 50 pastels, total, which I'm very excited about. I've seen some of the art that looks really good. You can do a variety of art styles with it. I'm just going to switch my camera here so we can look at this. Yeah, okay. So I don't know how this opens, to be honest. I don't know if this is just like a... Okay, oh, it slides out like this. Okay. So we got 2 whites, which makes a lot of sense, but... Oh, I can't. So, this is our oil pastel set. Oh, I'm so excited. So this is going to be, if I end up doing a second drawing, it will be done with oil pastels. Oh, you know what? I forgot to put on my screen my current challenge that is going on. So I will just add that in a moment, but there are my beautiful oil pastels. I'm glad that was the first thing we opened because I think that's one of the things I was most excited for. Some of it's less important stuff and some of it's more important stuff, but I guess less about importance and more about exciting. But let me just add this challenge. Alright, and because I brought it up, we are going to talk about this challenge a little bit. So it's only today tomorrow, and Thursday left for me to get 50 followers. And if I get 50 followers on my Twitch here, I'm going to shave my head on a live stream. So if you're interested in upsetting my wife, that is a good way to upset my wife. Because she's not excited about me shaving my head. So please leave a follow if you are enjoying stuff. I am just talking about my head shaving thing. Alright, now let's get this bag and... Okay, what else do we got in here? Okay, so this is it's a pencil sharpener. I just could never have enough, but I also I just wanted some nice ones. You forgot to join. Did you forget to join my stream in total? Okay, it feels like this is the last stuff in this bag here. Yeah. So this is a couple books. So they actually, okay, perfect. I was a little worried about their size. Oh, and they even have perforation. Oh. Okay, so I'm gonna show this off a little bit. Okay, so these books, the reason why I'm very excited. I got these books because where am I gonna need to be drawing? Okay, I'm gonna need to be drawing here. Okay, so the reason I don't love where my camera's sitting. Okay, this is the best option. Sorry, as I just try to make some adjustments. Just gotta make sure what part of my desk is being seen. Okay, it's this part of my desk. Sorry, I just was trying to figure out if I needed to cover up anything that might be important to have. Okay, but I was just saying I would like this book because it was because I needed something that had texture for both the oil pastels and something else that I'm gonna have. But I didn't know that it came perforated, which is perfect because I can take the pages out of the book and tape them to the desk, or if I feel like doing them in the book, I can put them in the book. But it's easy to take them out and stuff. I was just gonna tear the pages out, but it has a perforation, so I will do the perforation. I'm just gonna double check if this bag is empty before I throw it. Oh, it's not even empty yet. Okay, the last thing in this, I'm not even in my full camo. Let me put that back. Last thing in here is some fine-tipped erasers. Very fine-tipped, which will be great for something that we haven't opened yet, but they are so fine. I knew they were fine-tipped, but I didn't expect that fine of a tip. Alright, let's get this next package open. Okay, in here we've got... Okay, I forgot about that I ordered these. These are some... I don't know what to call them. They're like... blenders. What's fine on it? Oh, actually, I will open this up. I will show this off. Oh, wait, actually, I'll show it at the back of the package. This is how fine the eraser is. That little dot, that is the eraser. That is the size of the eraser. It's so tiny. But for this, it's just it's just I don't know how to describe it. I saw it when I was buying art supplies and saw a little bit about it, but it's something that I can use to help use these to blend with the oil pastels and stuff. And more importantly, the other stuff that I have coming. I'm just gonna check this bag is empty before, yep. Okay. This is what I was very excited about and not saying much about. This is some charcoals. I can't remember fully which level of thickness is which. But, oh, I just, like, this is going to be so great to use. I'm very excited. I don't know how well this is going to turn out. I've never used charcoal before. But I've previously owned, and I found it while I was doing some other stuff today, is a little, like, it's a charcoal pencil. So I am going to be utilizing this charcoal pencil probably as well for some finer details. And here is our last package. I'm trying to think, but I can't remember what else I bought. Okay, oh yes, okay, so this is just some, I already own a few of them, but they're old and, not so great, and I also do art in 2 different places, so I thought it would be nice to, if I ever did find my other set, which I did earlier today, actually, I could have 2 separate sets in locations. So this is just a set of pencils. I am going to, again, switch our camera so that we can look at this. So, I don't know what's in here, so this is exciting. So it looks like just some information about the creator of these. There is an advertisement for their some of their pencil crayons, but then we have our beautiful set of pencils here. They're already all sharpened, so I'm just trying to remember in my brain. So I believe that 2H is the darkest color here, but I will probably, I might test it out, do a little test run. But the also great thing about having 2 sets of pencils is that I can use my other set of pencils as well for some shading purposes. Like I can do some other shading things. There's a QR code in here that I don't know where it takes you, but I'm assuming it's some sort of artboard kind of thing. I'm just looking at this a little bit more. So like, I just wanted to see if there was some more. So they have some information on the pencils that different types of pencils they sell. They sell a couple different types of graphite pencils and stuff as well, and some how to do that. Some charcoals. They sell a bunch of different charcoals. So, and some I don't know what pastels are. I don't know if they are the same or different than oil pastels or not. And then, yeah, so and then some colored pencil information. So they do sell a lot. This company does sell a lot of different ones. And I mean, from the ad, like from what I saw on Amazon, does seem to be a good brand. So there's a chance that like as I go from like, okay, I'm just gonna buy whatever's cheap because I want to know if I enjoy this medium before I go into getting some expensive stuff. I definitely recommend. Let me rephrase that. I will probably be getting this brand, but I haven't used this brand, so maybe these pencils are absolute trash and I won't like them anymore. But I mean, when I do some more art stuff, like if I do a lot of like paper medium stuff, I will like express what I use and stuff, and like whether or not I like it. Okay, this is the last item that we are unboxing, and it is just some of the, I don't know what to call them. They are erasers, but they are like art erasers. And let me just, so this is a pack of 4, which I'm only going to take out one, and I'm going to set the rest of them aside. But I think if I take this out, just unwrap it. So the thing about this eraser is, it is a flexible eraser. So I can, most people I've seen will end up, that I've seen, have it like this kind of, and this way I can change the amount of surface area. I'll go take care of him in a minute. Yeah, no, that's perfectly fine. Sorry if you hear my dog barking. So you can change the thickness of the eraser. I think you can also, because it's kneadable and stuff, you can just, I feel like it's a thing where if you just like knead it the right way, you can just make like a fresh side appear. I don't know if that is actually how it works, but I'm just gonna make it into a little ball here and put it back in this container. Just set it in there. I'm not gonna like make it fit. Okay, so that is our art supplies. So now we are going to be doing some, I almost put the wrong screen on. We're gonna be doing some art. We're gonna be starting with charcoal, and make sure it doesn't dry out. Is that a thing? Does it dry out is the question. Okay, maybe I'm gonna close it. I don't know. Now I wish I knew if it was something that dries out. Actually, you know what? It does seem like it would be something that dries out. I feel like in like a few hours it's not gonna dry out, but like if I like forever left it out, it would eventually dry out. I feel like that could be a thing. I don't know. Where did my brain go? Right, I was going to start getting started. So we're gonna be starting with charcoal stuff. It's probably like putty. I don't know the answer to that statement. I am going to actually take this first page out, because if I can do it single paper at a time, I'm going to do single paper at a time. And I know I'm going to tape it down to my desk. I can't even fold this little perforated edge. There we go. I don't know how well this is going to come out. So maybe this is a good idea, that if it's something that I might possibly sell, it's more than just me playing around with art, to just make sure I take it out beforehand, because I don't know how well it's going to tear. And I don't want to like make some art for somebody and then like end up tearing it all the way. So there is some like tearing that's happening like on the edges, but I'm not super worried about that. So there is this little, I don't know, I'm just trying to figure out how the best way to show this camera it. So this little edge came up a little bit. Trying to figure out, because there is theoretically there is a right side and a wrong side. I was reading about this. Okay. Just big feely feel. Okay, so the side that has this little piece that's up is technically the right side. So I'm just gonna tear off this edge so it doesn't get worse. And the good news is I'm going to be taping a little bit anyways. But as for what we are going to be drawing, I have a photo here. I've just put it up on the screen. That is what I'm going to be basing my art off of. This is a picture that I myself took, so don't have any problems with like any copyright or anything. Just trying to think about the positioning of the camera and stuff. Like, well, I want to move this over more, but I don't think I can move it over without bringing it so much more forward. Oh, I think I think this is where we're gonna end up doing this. Feel like I'm just like so much angle, so much angle. Oh wait, I forgot, like, as much as that's a thing, this is also a thing. I can just adjust the actual top part of this tripod. Okay. Okay. Sorry, my brain is just like, now what do I do? I feel like hard is the lightest shade, so we're gonna start with the lightest shade. But I am going to start by taping this down. I don't know. Oh my goodness. I don't know who was the last person who used this tape. Because I absolutely hate the way that they marked the edge of this tape. It's probably very easy to peel this the right way, but I'm extra stressed out. I had scissors. How did I lose the scissors? That would be a fun story. Oh, if I could tell. Because I would like to cut the strips in half too. Like, I want to. Okay, I put them under the oil pastels. We're good. I'm not totally lost. Once this thing is done taming, I'm going to get dog food. Oh, that's perfect. I forgot to feed him, so that's great. I did put some new of his, like, his food, like, because breakfast was his last one of his set. I did put the new bag in the fridge, so it should hopefully be thawed enough. Okay, so I'm going to make a strip that is long enough for the bottom and the top. And I'm just going to split it in half. I want to conserve tape. And I'm just using frog tape, I think is what it is. It's the frog tape. It's frog tape my parents brought over when they were, I think, probably painting the house. When they helped us paint. And they just left it here, and now I'm using it. So it worked out for me because I didn't have to buy some new, like, artist paint stuff to do this. But I also didn't think about it when I was getting my art supplies. I got this way shorter than I expected, but I guess it doesn't need to cover the whole length. It was supposed to be the nice edge along the top so that it can actually, I forgot, like, it's actually supposed to be, like, nice distances as well. So I should make sure I'm going to do top first. So I feel like that one's going to be the harder one to measure. I forgot, like, I was actually using the tape not just to hold it down, but to, like, make a nice little edge. So now I'm going to figure out where I have a ruler, because I know I have one somewhere. Let's see if I can use this ruler. I have a Pokemon ruler, and that's what I'm going to use because that's what I have in this bag. And we're just gonna figure out the edge so I can make the edge even. It should be about 1.2 centimeters. .2. I don't know how to do this. I guess it doesn't matter which 1.2 I use, but I guess we'll do it this way so it's a little bit easier for me to see. Got the edge there. Also, I guess the hope is that I also did this, put these straight, which is actually probably not a thing. Oh dear Lord. Okay, I'm hoping this is correct enough, and I'll put this down and see if this is correct enough. Okay, I'm getting 1.5 there. And 1.5 here. I have to bring this tape down a little bit further. Now I'm just eyeballing it apparently. Like, what am I doing? Let's try here. I have to go from the bottom edge to the top. I don't know why I think I made it worse. I made it now it's like 1.6. You tamed a Mickey. Did you name your Titanoboa Mickey? Again, I need to go from the bottom up. Don't know why my brain is like this. How is it still like 1.5? Okay, gotta bring it down even more. It's really hard to like keep a track of where it was. I should probably just take a fine pencil and mark where I want the tape to sit. And I don't know why I didn't think about that until right now. Okay, that's what's happening. I'm going to take one of my new pencils. I'm assuming that it is sitting in the correct order. Actually, I don't know if it is. Oh no, it looks like it is. So this is an 8B. Is 8B the thickest or the thinnest? I've got a spare piece of paper. I'm just gonna... That looks pretty heavy. Okay. The lightest one is the 2H. And the heaviest one is the 8B or whatever. That is a very dark pencil line. But anyways, let's move this tape out of the way. I want to make sure I want to kind of make sure it's even enough. Hold up for a second. 1.3. And this corner is closer to 1.2. It's a millimeter difference, so I'm not going to be worried about that. I heard an alert, but I don't see the alert. Is this alert going to tell me what I heard? Welcome to whoever is my new follower. I can't see it. Okay. Bish Boy. Welcome to my stream. I'm absolutely new to doing any sort of art on paper, so this is probably going to be a horrible mess that remains a horrible mess. Okay, let's do this one. Yes, thank you for letting me know, just in case I still couldn't see it. But it was weird because I heard the alert, but it didn't like... Oh, is it... I might not have an alert. Do I not have an alert? No, I have an alert box. I don't know. I didn't see the alert box go off. But... Oh, it's Ryan. Hello! It's nice to see you. Thank you for adding to my goal of 50 followers. How do I want to do it? I should probably... I'm going to do about the same... Yeah, this one's a pretty tall one, so I'm just going to do the same edge distance-ish. I'm just going to mark both sides. It might be under... Oh! That is a good thing to point out, that it is like underneath everything. Here, let me throw it on top of everything. There we go. Now it is on top of everything and should therefore now show up. Is there any other things that are supposed to be showing up that I just like have hidden in the background? Yeah, that one's one. Because also apparently there's a chat box on this set, and I did not. Fun fact, I apparently have had that in the background forever and did not know. Right, now this one I need to make sure is long enough, so I think I'm gonna do my best to overshoot how long I need it. Oh, now cutting this is gonna be difficult. Like, go super far back out here. It's curling and it's making it very difficult to cut this. Oh dear Lord, now they've stuck to each other. Ooh, sticking to each other is apparently extra sticky. Apparently it sticks to itself very well. Let's try to avoid that being a problem. tape all the way up here and see if I can, oh dear Lord, I got it stuck to itself again. Okay, let's just try to get this lined up here. It was definitely way more tape than I needed, but I'm going to go with it's okay because I needed quite a bit. Like, I needed to make sure the corners were covered. Alright, I didn't know that the stream would be so far mostly me just taping down to this paper down to my desk, but here we are. Just don't mind me as I just need to take a drink. Alright, so we are going to be starting with charcoal. I'm going to need a case for this charcoal. So this is a compressed charcoal. I couldn't remember what kind I bought when I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to do charcoal work. And then I was looking more into like charcoal work and seeing all the different types of charcoal. And I'm like, I don't know what I bought and I don't know what I would have preferred buying. And then I was like, I thought this was like what I wanted to buy. After the fact, I'm like, I think I bought pencils. And I felt pretty sad, but turns out I did buy, I can't open this container. I did buy compressed charcoal, so that is something that I'm pretty excited about, because this should, in theory, make what I want to do less hard to do. Alright, I think I opened it on the hard side, and the hard should be the lightest thing. So, what I'm going to be basically doing is just covering this page in charcoal. Okay, this is not working as well as I hoped it would. But I am also not used to, I've done it on some paper that's not textured before, so just be able to throw in here some, to give it that black and white feeling, aka to make it nice and easy for it to make it a little bit more easy to work with. And I did hard line, whoops, my bad, that's okay, we're learning here. Maybe I'll be able to hide that line within the tree that I make. So, now, again, this is the thing with having more, like I had one level of charcoal before, which was graphite, which is not charcoal, but you know, I've done this before with, like where I scraped, honestly, I'm gonna do it. I don't have a knife on me. I've got scissors. I have an art knife somewhere, and I was looking for it earlier, and I couldn't find it. So I'm gonna try to do the other technique that I have worked with. If I can just open this. It also could be because if I could use words apparently. The darkness the reason actually, I know what I want to say in my brain, but it's not coming out. But I realized what I want, like what I'm trying to say is the correct thing to do. To get to fix the thing that I want to fix. I can't open packages apparently. This is why I shouldn't be allowed to do unboxing videos. So, based on my current back and stomach level of issues, I am leaning towards that this will be a pretty short stream and I'll just be doing this one picture, but the thing about the gallbladder is it feels in waves, so it might chill out enough that it won't be a problem. I just need to get enough of this. Oh, of course, the charcoal already broke into this. This is fun. Okay, apparently I'm getting a lot of charcoal dust, which there's a reason I'm doing it over top of the pictures, because like I want the charcoal dust. That is kind of what I'm intending to do. But I wanted to... Okay. I'm going to try to use these scissors real quick to try to get some charcoal. Out of this pencil. But this also is probably a cheap charcoal. And I might give up in a moment here and just try something. Okay, yeah, no, I'm giving up on this charcoal. It's fine. So I'm just going to take this one that I've been using and I'm just going to run the scissors along the edge. I'm actually going to do it at the bottom here because this is the darkest part of my work. So I'm just going to put a bunch of little flakes here. It makes a horrible noise. But this would be nicer to look at if the like flakes could be visible, but you know, I am getting charcoal flakes all over my desk. I'm going to have to clean my desk after this. I mean, it wasn't dirty. It was kind of dirty to begin with, but so I just have some cheap paintbrushes here, and because I just don't want to use my fingers, I'm just going to, here we go. So we're just going to bring the charcoal streaks up and spread around this charcoal, the charcoal that's all already on this artwork all the way up. There we go. Because then now we're getting into those crevices. You can already see like how black this brush is, so. It looks like we're definitely gonna need some more. The last time I did this, I used an eraser to spread, so I could use the eraser as well to spread it, but I've seen a lot more people use paintbrushes, so I thought I would give a paintbrush a go. And honestly, I am enjoying the way that this paintbrush is looking, though the problem is it's just like got so much in the top here that I need to also darken. So here we go, getting some more charcoal off of this charcoal block. So I'm gonna try to put a little bit less than I did before. Really should be going upwards, but yeah, honestly it's not looking too shabby. I kind of want to make sure everything is darker than I have it, which is just switching up from this charcoal to a darker charcoal. But I could also make the effect with, you know what, I can make the effect with, I have charcoal all the way up my arm, because there's like, because you can kind of see, not very well on the camera, but there is a ton of charcoal flakes all along this edge here, so it is getting up my arm. But yeah, if I just do the darker stuff now, then I can use the eraser to make the effects of the water. So we're going to take our darkest charcoal here, which is the soft. And I'm just going to, yeah, we'll just do, I think we'll put the ground here. I'm just gonna kind of copy what the picture looks like, the little soft edge, and then kind of goes up like this. And then we've got a branch that we are going to put in here as well. I'm not going to overly care too much what the branch looks like. I'm just going to put it in here. And we're just going to mark it in here. Make it a branch looking thing. Maybe, because there is a stick poking off, we'll do a little bit of a stick poking off here. Now that looks wrong, so I'm just going to make sure I add one over here to also, there we go, now it looks less like a failed branch thing. Then I'm just going to fill in the ground here with some more trying not to shake the camera, so my apologies if you can see a lot of shaking. I think the way that I'm working right now is working better, so I'm just going to fill in this ground. I have made this edge super slanted. Okay, and now for what I'm gonna call, let me look at this, hold on. I'm just trying, this charcoal all over my arm. I am going to have to shower after this. I'm gonna have to get a specific art shirt. And it will not be this one, because this one is, I don't think this one's actually my shirt. I think this is my wife's shirt. So now, sorry, I was just blowing off some of the extra charcoal dust. Now for the hard part, making a duck. Honestly, I should have done it beforehand, but I'm going to do it now. I'm going to take, first of all, try to get some of the charcoal out off my hand, so that I can take this pencil. I'm just going to draw a little outline of the duck the best I can. Honestly, actually, we should also probably make sure we do even though we have, we'll have the outline of this duck, should also make sure that I go in here and I will have to do the background erase. I don't know, I'm not gonna, I'm gonna drop my stuff is what I'm gonna do. I need to go in and make some water lines. And then I can go in here and make a dark duck without wrecking our water lines. I'm gonna do what the foot, kind of how it is in the photo, where we've got some lines across that are just varying thicknesses, and it's kind of at an angle. So of course we're making the end of this so black. I should probably sorry, my brain did not function there for a second. I just wanted to I'm gonna see if I just rub off some of this charcoal onto my notepad, if that helps the eraser become more of an eraser. Also, I'm just gonna also knead it in a little bit, I'm having a hard time making it look natural, but I guess that is part of it, is I've only done a couple of the lines so far, and there's like more detailed erase lines that I need to make. Which is that like some of them don't go all the way across, some of them are. Okay, honestly, that made it, like, just adding a couple more detailed ones did help. I'm definitely need to make sure that it's lighter up front than it is in the back, so I'm just gonna do a little bit more of a general erase. I'm gonna make it a little bit lighter. I know it's like barely, honestly, it looks so much worse on camera. I think it's okay. I think it's okay. It's just like I need to make some of these white eraser, these water lines, if that's the word, thicker down here at the bottom. But I know it's like in the camera, it looks like it should all be less defined. Like that's the whole thing, is the camera is making it look, the white spots look way whiter than they actually are. But alright, I think we've done the erasing we need to do. Now I'm going to make sure I finish going in here with the pencil that I've magically made disappear. Okay, here it is. I'm trying to draw the duck in here. Problem is, like, draw a duck. That is hard for me. Okay, okay, I think I drew something that, I know you can't see it at all on camera, but I have made something that looks vaguely like a duck. So now we are going to take our charcoal and we're going to just do our little duck outline. I'll also keep like making sure I'm checking my reference for some of this line work. Put this to work the way that I want. There we go. Is there a bit of a, yeah, there's a bit of a, okay, so we just need to take this out more. And then bring it in to a flat spot. And then we've got the neck that comes up and around. More like this, and then we got back of the body here for this tail. Now we are just going to darken our duck. I don't think I like this charcoal work as much as what I did with my like pencil, and I think it's literally just the fact that it's the paper is more textured, therefore like you're not getting like all the darks in there. Like there's just so many spots where it's just white. So I think I'm gonna have to go in with these dark spots again and just try to make it even darker. Again, I mean, it's not the best duck, but it is duck shaped. Maybe if I add some feathering and stuff once we get some finer details in once we've finished up the basic details. First of all, we're just gonna make this line better. Okay, now we can look at this and go like, what's wrong? Like this whole spot needs to be brought down. Yeah, no, that looks better than it did. That is the problem. Honestly, the duck turned out better than I expected. I was confused for a second. The camera is flipped. Like, it's flipped completely upside down, which is why the duck is facing a different direction. For me, the ducks are facing the same direction. I'm just gonna go in here and try to get some more darkness in this bottom part. Just a bit though. And like, is there anything that we want to detail out? Honestly, because of the way that this is, I think I just wanna try to give this tail a little bit more distinction. And maybe go in here the corner and kind of draw some extra feathering. I think that looks better, and then we can just like add some little edges here on the back of the neck where there are some feathers sticking up from the angle of the head. I don't know if that made it worse or better, but I was gonna like think about putting some of this stuff on sale for my Etsy. So if you did actually like want to buy this art, just let me know. But I don't think it's good enough for that, so I could definitely look into doing better versions of this before I try to sell it. Just gonna try to wipe down some of this charcoal here. Now we can get some of this edge cleared away. Which I don't think it's gonna be perfect, but decent is all I need. I should probably, no, I was gonna say I'm gonna keep this, but I actually realized I'm switching mediums from the charcoal to the oil pastels, and I don't want to have the lines mixing. I should have blown out this off beforehand, before taking off the tape, but alright, considering this is the first time I've worked with charcoal, I think I did pretty good. I need to work on a couple things honestly, I don't think my issue at all is the background or the ground. It's just getting animal shapes to look better than this. Let me just take a pen and sign this. You like it a lot. I'm glad you like it a lot. I just for a second forgot what I needed to sign. And I forgot the day is August. August is, oh, I have it in the corner of my screen here. I got it. 08 29 2023. There. Now sign it in the bottom corner. The bottom corner. Of course, that's not even the best camera to show it. It's all signed. It is all done. There is my first piece of charcoal art. And it is a duck. Okay. Now I'm going to figure out what the next project is. Because it is only 6:30. Honestly, that is one of those things that I like about doing those silhouette charcoal works, is because I've done a couple with pencil before. They look great because they look like, what's the word I'm looking for? Because it's only take the things is like, you've got the background that you spend a few minutes on because you're basically just wiping the graphic down and then erasing anywhere or adding bits that to make a background, and then doing a deep your dark foreground. It makes it a very quick process. Let's take away this eraser. Let's take away all of this stuff that is not stuff I need right now. And we are going to grab the, honestly, I feel like I should try to wipe down this table a little bit more. Just because there's so much charcoal dust and charcoal smears. That is the one reason why I hesitated to use graphite all these years, is it's very messy. D&D is starting, so you can't listen anymore. That is perfectly fine. This is more of a look anyways, because I can't do a lot of talking because A, I'm focused, and B, I am starting to become in a lot of pain. I'm just debating on if I want to start a new project or not. You know what, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do another one. It'll probably take, this one's going to take way longer, but it's okay. So I just need to black out what we've got here, and is this the one I wanted to do? Yes. Okay, so this is the next one we're going to be doing. We're going to be doing a bee on a little plant. Again, this is a photo I took myself. So, which honestly, these are all photos that should have already been up on my photography Insta, but I procrastinate big time, and I didn't want to take I needed to put my watermark on all of the photos before I post them on Instagram, and that is extra hard work, and I just kind of don't want to do it. I just realized how bright I am. I don't even have my ring light on, and I am still super bright. So I guess that is one good thing about the less good camera, is that it does brighten me up quite a bit. Okay, let's try to get this one without having any sort of tearage. I feel like this is terrifying. Oh, and I've stopped getting it from the edge there. Let's try this. So if I do decide to post any of these on my Etsy, they will be also covered in a layer of Mod Podge to keep the flakes from rubbing everywhere, because that is the problem with charcoal, and I just ripped it on the right side again. So these are very difficult to get out. So if I ever do another live stream, art stream, I will have them already. I will have a bunch of these pages already taken out and looking nice. Okay, so this one's more of a square. So honestly, I think I'm just going to basically do the same thing with my circles, except for I'm going to my edges. I'm just going to make the top and bottom edge thicker than the sides. And I also want to work, do I want to work on a lower, no, I want to have as much space as possible. So I'm going to do a nice thin sides. And I'm going to have a bit of a thicker top and bottom. And I say like a bit thicker, but I'm like, it's literally half a centimeter. So it won't be that much of a difference. But it should be enough of a difference to A, be noticeable once I take it off, but B, also just, I'm getting charcoal on this. I forgot to check for the right side and wrong side. I was pretty sure the top side I tore was the right side. I think the wrong side is actually still pretty textured, all things considered, but it is, this side is more textured than the other side. But I'm getting like charcoal on here, which is not super fun. Yeah, you know what, please give me a moment. I'm just gonna run to the, bathroom and wash my hands to try to get, and my arm, to try to get rid of some of the charcoal on my arms so that I don't cover my oil pastel art in charcoal. Alrighty, I'm back here. I washed up a bit, so hopefully I won't be spreading as much charcoal all over my art. Don't mind this, I just like get this all taped up again. I've got charcoal on my scissors now, which is awesome. It's also why I want to find my proper art tool. A, because I don't want to dull these scissors either. Don't want to dull these scissors either. They're for plants. Though the plant I'm mostly using them on looks pretty dead anyway, so probably won't be using them. That's so close. I guess I could do the bump, and then I almost used the bumpy cut side. I don't want to use the bumpy cut side. I want to use the flat edge. So I think what we're I'm trying to I just realized I don't fully know how to do, actually, because I could do the background and then the foreground and then go from there. I found a problem for myself and solved it before I could even articulate it. Sorry again about the shaking. My desk, I love this desk a lot, especially since, like, if I ever actually clean it again, I can use it as a standing desk when I'm not feeling super hot, like today. Like, it would have been great if I could lift this whole thing up and stand for this stream, because my gallbladder issue that I've been having does have a bit of a relief from standing versus sitting. So that is something that I should probably make sure is, like, accessible to me, but right now it's not accessible to me because I just need to clean my office a ton. Can I just tear this up the center? Nope. I was like, I can just tear it up the center, but nope. Tearing up the center, bad idea. It worked for a little bit and then it just became problematic. I made 2 strips of very differing sizes, but it's okay as long as it covers the edge. We are good. And even the spot that was like the thinnest little spot here is covering, so we're good. Oh shoot, it curled up on itself. Put that edge at the top and hopefully it will be off the edge. Alright. This wasn't as square as I was hoping it would be with the usage of this, but the whole thing about it is I have the option to just make it so that, like, this is the stock, this is the B. Like, I can zoom in the image. I could have less dead space on this. I'm just gonna hang it just in case I do decide to do a third one. So I think first thing I should do, as much as I kind of don't want to, I'm going to go here. First of all, I'm going to open up my picture so I can see it, and then I'm going to determine, honestly, if I could just, I'm going to see if I can pop it into Photoshop here. My mic turned so much and I didn't even notice. Sorry if my voice is a little muted there. My microphone is usually, like, in front of me, covering partially one of my monitors, and right now it's between 2 of my monitors. And based on the way that it's sitting, it's, like, facing towards the fan and away from me. It's just problematic, but I'll live with it. I go to Photoshop. Where the heck is Photoshop? Why can't I find my Photoshop? Here we are. I'm just gonna plop it to Photoshop, and then I'm gonna put it in the aspect ratio I want it to be in, and then I will be able to look at this image more so what it's going to look like on my piece of paper than it does on the photograph. File. Let's do. I'm just trying to see what settings, if there's any nice settings here for the size I want. I don't. So I'm just going to go with a default size of Photoshop, but changing the height and... Ooh, I can actually change it to the size that I have. Hold up. I just need to determine what the size I have here is. Honestly, almost exactly what it says there. But if I do like a 20 height instead, that should be closer to what I have. if I just take my bee photo, pop it onto Photoshop. Don't love what I've... I guess that's the thing, is we're just gonna... Sorry, my brain is working. Okay, if I just kind of do it like that, it's not quite as long as this. I wish I did the bottom and top tape first, because I might have actually brought it in a little bit more. But it's not horrible. I will make do. So with the oil pastels, we are going to determine a handful of colors we're going to need to use. Okay. So for the background, we're going to need some greens. So I'm going to try to... You know, the great thing about recording this is I can remember where these colors go. So I'm going to use a dark green for a majority of it. We've got a light green... Say dark green, but we have darker greens. Do I want to do... I am going to do 3 tones of green. So I got 3 tones of green. I should put them down in a way that will help me remember which spots they sit in. So then we need to think about... This is a yellowy green color. It's not quite the color I want. Oh, and already I'm like, which spot does it go in? Ooh, that feels wrong. I feel like it was sitting like this, but now I can't remember. And it's too far back in my stream to fix it now. I'm gonna put it there. So then we gotta think about the bee. We're gonna need a black for the bee. We're gonna grab out a white for the highlights of the flower. I'm gonna mix some of the lighter green with I think it's this yellow. See, I think I want to use this yellow for the bee. So I'm gonna use, there's a couple gold as well. But actually, I think I'm gonna use this, what I would call a gold color for the plant. And then I can use the darker yellow here for the plant. Got orange for the little pollen that's stuck on the bee. Yeah. See, the problem is the bee needs more than just one color, but I can... Yeah, I should probably grab a second color for the bee. But I can just use a lighter yellow. And also I could mix colors too. I don't know how well mixing is going to go. But I also might try not to do much shading on the babies. I don't know. This is stressing me out. There's too many. I have not worked with color. I am going to admit something. I have only done pencil and graphite now. I mean, not pencil and charcoal now for physical media. And I haven't been that great at art on the computer color work either. So this is going to be interesting. So I'm so scared to start. Okay. So I'm like, do I need to do the front first and then do the background? Or do I just do the background first? I think this is a media that can be like doubled. I'll just try to put a little less where the bee and the plant are gonna be. I have options. I have a pencil. I can literally just do a very, very light sketch of how things are gonna sit here. So we got a plant. It's gonna be like this. It's gotta be thicker. Just got the plant like this, and it barely shows up on camera, so my apologies. I am using a very, very light pencil. And then we got a bee here. I drew a bee, but it does not look like a bee. I think it's because it's more of like the aspect ratio here. Hold on, I'm going to try to stretch out this bee a tiny bit more. Stretch out this picture just a tiny bit more. So we are going to make some adjustments based on what I'm seeing. I was like, I need an eraser. Erasers exist. I just want to make sure I'm not doing what I'm going to use the end I didn't use for charcoal. I'm just going to go in here and erase the little bee off our stock of our plant stock here. I'm going to try to redraw the bee in a better bee looking shape. So we have body and then the ab, then the bee butt. Bee butt. It's a bit longer. Goes around the plant a bit. We've got wings that come down about here. And we've got a leg here. It's got a big patch of pollen on it. We've got the bee, in fact, does have a head and some antennae, and it's got very visible front leg. You can't really see any other legs or anything, so I'm just gonna draw it like that. I'm debating on whether or not I can do too much longer. I really, really want to try to do this, but I am fading quickly, and it doesn't help that it's hot in my office. But I mean, in fairness, I thought I've been streaming for like half hour, but I'm actually getting close to an hour and a half of streaming, which is really great considering I feel like I'm dying at some points. Okay, we're just gonna go for it. Oh dear Lord, I already feel regret. Just gonna. I don't even necessarily have a rhyme or reason to this. I'm just like kind of going with what I see in the picture frame for what I have for like some of these darker colors. Some darkening behind this plant here. So a lot of darkening behind the bee. I don't know how much to use either. Like, I don't know if I need to use a lot or just a small amount. Should also make sure I'm using same direction strokes as I start making like circles. Below the bee, there is a lot of. Okay, so now I'm gonna take the slightly lighter one, and I'm gonna get some of these other spots. I think I'm gonna basically fill the rest of this drawing with this color. put some in just the mix here. As much as I don't want to like put too much in here, I have to make sure that I am getting like where I am going to need like some background colors. I realize this spot is a giant naked hole. We're just gonna fill with color. Secret color. Secret color. So then I'm gonna take a few of this lighter one and put a few accents of this lighter color in here. Not with too much rhyme or reason. Do want to make sure we're gonna get a second one of these yellow flowers in here. So I'm just gonna make sure I've got a lot of the green in here. And then I need to take the yellow that we are using for the flower, put some of that into here. I feel like this part's gonna blend differently than the rest, but we're gonna start with what we start with and then go from there. So this is best for like pencil crayon, or yeah, this is for pencil artwork. Pencil crayons. Okay, I just wanted to confirm before I started blending. Okay, I'm gonna try this, but just gonna take I have nothing on this, I'm just blending in the colors. Because I know you can use baby oil to make it more flowy, but I feel like if I decide to do that, I will do it at the end. Just want to see how this is looking on camera. This looks absolutely horrendous on camera. But in fairness, it does also look pretty horrendous in person, so. We've just got a giant green splash. And just keep on mixing. Definitely think that using the baby oil is going to be the end goal of this. I think that once I am done doing... Honestly, I feel like the baby oil could work. You know what? I will do the baby oil through the whole thing. So how we're going to do this here is we're just going to keep blending. I'm knocking stuff off the table. It's okay, it's just the ruler. And it's all good if we get into the line, like behind where we're going to be putting other. It's just we want to keep it to a minimum so the colors don't blend as much. Honestly, like I think that I want it to blend, but I also don't know how to like blend it with the other color, like, what are the words I'm looking for? If I choose to blend the background and not the bee and flower, how bad will that look? And I don't know the answer. I think it's best for me to just keep these spots that are more. Okay, now we're gonna take time to do these. I gotta do this plant now, so I am gonna use a lot of the yellow and a lot of the. So I'm gonna make a. I should have probably done this with the background as well, but I'm just gonna a stem, and then we're gonna just draw a lot of stems off the. I definitely made a very flat beak comparatively, but I can again work around it with some. I'm gonna get into some fewer branches down at the bottom here. And we're gonna make sure we go in here with this yellow to like show off that it is a very yellowy plant. I'm just going to do quite a bit of yellow. Again, since we're going to be blending a lot of this, I'm just going to throw a lot of this yellow in here. Honestly, I know that it's not quite the same kind of looking plant anymore, but I'm not skilled enough for that, so we are just going to grab this plant, and then I'm going to take some white to do some highlighting in here. Don't know if that helped. I think there's more so than anything just smudged. Like this actually is honestly a good way to blend, it looks like. But we'll just put some more of this white on the top area and along the side a little bit, and then hopefully that'll turn out. Smudge sticks. Okay. We haven't started yet. It's how's it going? I'm not sure how long ago you commented, so my apologies. I'm absolutely terrified to do this artwork, so that's a start. My back is killing me. If it wasn't so far in this, I think I'd quit now. Why am I doing that? I'm not supposed to be doing that spot. I'm supposed to be doing this spot. Definitely don't think the white was very helpful in making highlights. I'm gonna have to learn how to make better highlights. And we're just trying to fill in. I think I might, for the background, I might add some more color because as I'm mixing doing this mixing of this, I'm realizing that a lot of the reason why it didn't look great is it's very streaky, where when I've done this, it's not very streaky. So if I just go back in with some more of the colors, it should fix it. But I'm gonna do my bee. Do I want to do the bee first? No, I'm gonna do this background first. I'm gonna just do what I said and literally just go in here, and I feel like this is darker than what I already put on here, but I guess that's the color I used, so it's all good. We're just gonna fill in some more of this color. Again, I feel like it's just very streaky compared to what I want it to look like. So if I just add some more in here, it should, in theory, help with the streakiness. Can go in here with some more of this yellow. I think we could probably put a little bit of the yellow in here as well. Just a little bit. Maybe in this corner as well. We get smudge stick and smudge. Oh yeah, that's looking so much better. It's just I definitely didn't put enough on for the background initially. Which in fairness is good considering I've never done this before, so. And I have like 5 videos on other people doing it to go off of. I still think I am gonna go through again with baby oil once I'm done, but a lot of pressure and smudging, which makes camera very shaky, so my apologies. Honestly, it doesn't look horrible on camera. Like, it's not a kind of art that I would enjoy, but honestly, what it looks like on camera is pretty good. I just need a lot of Q-tips apparently to do this. Wait, I like the way that this yellow is lightening up. I need to look some color theory. I need to learn some more color theory because, like, if I knew what would cancel out some of this yellow, I would do that. But I am going to put some more of the green in here. Again, and just smudge it in. Make it a little more plant, a little less flower. That doesn't quite make sense, but it makes sense in my brain, and that's what's important. Alrighty. Now for the very most difficult part, is drawing a bee. So, we're gonna go with our lighter yellow. Honestly, I want to use the darker one. I'm gonna make the bee I should probably make the bee a few tones. Just bear with me while I make decisions. So I'm gonna start with out the back here, and then it's got spot here, and then got the black part, which is the leg here, in the back, got a wing that comes out, and it kind of goes, black goes along the bottom here, I think. And then the bottom of the leg is also black, so we're just going to bring that in there. The head is also black color, so we're just going to draw that in there. Two antennae. This is looking very wasp-like compared to bee-like, but it's less like a bumblebee and more like a weird looking wasp, but you know, we all gotta do as we gotta do. Okay, we immediately hit black and we make it a dingy yellow color. So black is something we're gonna have to work very carefully around this black. Just gonna bring out this edge of the bee as well. Just bring more black along this middle part here. We have another leg that I completely forgot to draw in here. So I'm going to draw on this other leg. I'm going to... I'm sorry, I gotta like dab this on here. And then we are going to get this darker yellow for just... Honestly, that didn't even help at all. But I'm gonna go with it. Okay, I don't know the best way to mix this bee up. I think I'm just gonna do a gentle... Just to make it a little less standy out from the rest of this picture. I'm just going to go along the black part to make it a little more gray. Blend it in with the background a little bit more. Gotta fill in some of these spaces. And then I'm gonna kind of smudge in this orange a little bit more. Put a bit more orange on here. I'm just trying to like cake the orange bit on there. Now take yellow and blend it in. Honestly, the black blending into that did help with a little bit with like almost like a shading form, but also like this looks absolutely nothing like I wanted it to look like. I'm just learning, so it's hard because it's just like want it to look different. I am going to quickly run and grab some baby oil. Yeah, I'm just gonna run and grab some baby oil. I'll be back. Alright, so sorry, as just start speaking and then choke. Great. So I grabbed some baby oil, so I don't remember. It's like a blending thing that happens when you use baby oil. Just should have got myself like a shallow dish. This is slightly difficult and I don't want to like spill baby oil anywhere. I don't want baby oil to touch anything except for what I want it to touch. I have an empty Advil container here, so I'm just gonna take the lid of this Advil container and use it as a little dish. Just pour the littlest amount of baby oil in here. terrified to do this. Absolutely terrified. Alright, here we go. I don't know how much is like the right amount. Definitely see how it like helps get rid of that streakiness because it's basically like liquefying the pastel. So it's more of like a paint. I don't think it's enough that I would regularly do the baby oil, but maybe if I like learn how much is like the right amount of baby oil to use, maybe that sentiment would change. Just do this a little bit more on this one. Once I get into this darker side, I'll switch sides, get a fresh side going. But yeah, I could definitely see how it liquefies it a little bit more. It absolutely is blending it better than I could just blend it myself. Make our edges nicer. Just make sure I'm going the right way. Oh yeah, that looks so much better. Grab some more baby oil. Alright. Sorry I got quiet. I'm not feeling great and I just want to be done, but I also want it to look good, so I'm not just like, so I'm not don't going to like just go, oh, and we're done now, because I don't feel good. I have baby oil all over my hand. Okay. I think I need a little bit more in my little cup. Oh, it's dripping. It's dripping. It's dripping. Oh, I need a tissue. Okay, so now we do the flower here. But yeah, it definitely causes like a nice, like, fills out all of the little, like, because it kind of liquefies the pastel a bit. So it makes it so that it runs into the little holes, that, like, because there's texture in the paper, so it goes into the spots that normally are very hard to get into because of the texture. Touch the black a little bit, and now I'm just gonna go in with the other side here, because again, black is difficult to deal with. So this is only one of the many art styles you can do with oil pastels. So, I mean, yeah, oil pastels, that's right here. That's what I'm using. So it'll be interesting to try a few other ones. Like this one's the one that makes it like the most paint-like. So now I'm gonna go in here and do this bee. I'm gonna start with the black. See, oh, you can see like I've ran it into its. Ooh, I think this might have been a mistake. Actually, you know what? I think it's okay. Because of it running into the color below it, the antennae have lost a little bit of their coloring. I think it's okay there. Just gonna go in here and again try to fill out some of this space that's white. So I like getting rid of the white space on this textured paper. That is one thing I do really enjoy. Okay, let's now go in here with this yellow. Okay, it does not quite look like a bee, but just gonna put a little bit of black in this spot here. And then out the baby oil, because there's already baby oil on here. I'm just gonna try to rub it in here. Okay, yeah. It didn't help a lot, honestly. Didn't help very much, but it helped a little bit. So I think there we go. We have our bee now. I definitely wish I could learn how to be more. Straight up there is a black spot on its back, and I just completely ignored it. There we go. There is our bee. I don't know how else to make, like, it doesn't look horrible. It's not like it's bad. It's like, this is a legitimate form of art that, like, people do. I don't think I love it the way that this one specifically turned out. Again, it has nothing to do with, like, my actual art abilities and stuff, and more to do with the fact that I just don't like the way that the, what's the word? I don't like the... I just don't like I don't like my art skills to make things like a bee. Gonna get to peel our edges. Oh no! It's peeling so much. It's peeling so much of this edge. It peeled so much of my edge. It's like, look at this. This tape is completely tearing this edge. That is horrible. That makes me sad. Like, honestly, like, look how much of this artwork got destroyed. Like, I mean, I understand it's just an edge and it's not that big of a deal. It's just like, I can't believe it did that. Okay. I'll try to minimize. If I see that this side is also tearing the paper, we'll watch it. No, see, like, this side's not tearing the paper at all. It's just this edge because of where the perforation wasn't tearing it off out of the book. So I definitely think I'm going to make sure that whenever I do these, I work very hard to straighten them. So again, if you are actually interested in buying either of these pieces of work, just let me know either in my YouTube comments and or my Discord, and I will I will choose whether or not I make them public on my Etsy or not. Let me rephrase it. If you ask for a specific piece, we can determine, you know, cost and all of that, and then I can sell it to you through Etsy. But if it's, okay, this is tearing a little bit, so just gotta be very careful. Okay. If you're actually, like, if you actually think you would enjoy having this piece of art, you can ask for it specifically. Otherwise, like, but also let me phrase that. But if enough people reach out to me quick enough, I will just post it on my Etsy. But I don't think that's gonna be a thing. So I just think these two little pieces will be something I get to keep for myself. I'm gonna put Mod Podge on both this one and this one for purposes of having, you know, sorry, signing things in my brain. My brain went silent. If you want to have the art, where's my brain? I will probably, to keep them as preserved as possible, I will be getting some Mod Podge and be coating both this one and this duck one with Mod Podge to just make it so that it's the best I can make it. I will have let me think about this. I'm going to take a picture of both this one and the other one, and that will be up on my Instagram account, and as well as in my Discord. And I will also probably post it on Threads. So if you are on any of those, please give me a follow. My link tree is in my description, both in YouTube and on Twitch. So let me just move this. I gotta clean after this, but I'll just put both of my pictures here. So this is what we did today. I'm honestly really proud of myself. It only took 2 hours to do each. So, I mean, 2 hours to do each. No, 2 hours to do them. I'm really proud of all of it, to be honest. Sorry if you... Hey, sorry. I just was doing something and I'm like, I might have volume problems, but I think we're okay. I am just going to quickly look for someone to raid. So I will be saying goodnight, and hopefully my gallbladder decides to be nice and we won't have too much of a problem. Just another reminder, we are like 3 days away from the end of my challenge for shaving my head. It will be it will be, where's my words? It will be why can't I think of my words? That would be great if I could think of words. I'm trying to say bye and like have a good time and show up again. I'm sorry that I'm fading real quick here. I am getting into a state of pain that is making it so that I would like to just stand up, pace, and cry. So thinking is not somewhere where I am at right now. So I am sorry that I'm just gonna like throw you guys into my ending soon page and just gonna send you out for raid. But for those on my YouTube and stuff, all that, and right now, bye. I will send you out real quick, and I'm sorry about me being sick. But I hopefully will be streaming on Thursday on my Twitch channel. So see you then, hopefully.